I'm in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So I tried out the food here at the #1 Noodle House. They live up to their name. And today I'm going to try some more of their food and check out the chef, Hank, see how he does his cooking. So I take a picture with the master knife noodle maker. So this is a knife noodles. So they has a machine to cut the noodles. They used to do this by hand, but now you have the so you can have the knife noodles using a, well, it's like a machine, but it's decorated with a chef's kind of. Look at that, wow. These are knife noodles. Add your ingredients, which are not the flavor. Add the carrots and the bean sprouts last, and cook them up. Wok Hei, I can tell the Wok Hei. Wok Hei. We call it Wok Hei in Cantonese. Wok Hei. Breath of the dragon god. Ooh, look at that. That looks so good. That looks so good. Look at that. Noodles are glistening, steaming hot. Lucky person's gonna have the noodles, the chicken. People know how to take it off. They know how to take it off. Yeah, they gotta take it off themselves. So some people don't know. Crisp up with the carbon steel one. That's when you kind of know the line is not across. Look at it. Is that, they make the noodle, right? That's like the biang biang, right? Oh, yeah, biang biang. Is that biang biang? Yeah. So to get the added technology of the using the machine, and you slap the noodles and they stretch out at the same time, and then you divide it in half, and you do the big slap at the end there. That's what really makes the noodles stretch, and gives a good snap. And then pull it apart like that, and one last slap. It goes into the water. When you slap the noodles, it really makes it stretch, and then you put it in the hot boiling water first, because the water is already hot. You add the chili to the oil, and then you add the meat. So you cook the ingredients in terms of how fast you cook. So faster cooking ingredients the last. That's part of the cooking Chinese. Cooking steps. Everything that you want cooked first, put it first, and then the other kinds of noodles. Curry,
Yeah, garlic.
curry noodles now.
Yeah, garlic noodles.
So you can add whatever flavor you like. Curry noodles. Lettuce, bean sprouts. Add your seasoning, salt, then we'll put in there, and finally the noodles will last. And dark soy sauce for color. Nice sear. Perfect dish. Another dish cooked to perfection. The robot on his way back after serving the order. The regular customers here at the #1 Noodle House. You come here often?
Yes, about once a month.
Okay. What's your favorite meal here?
I get the braised beef noodle bowl every time I come. I've
Oh, okay.
actually never had anything else.
You don't want to try anything else?
No.
You like what you like and you stay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So thank you very much. Just want to make sure that the customer is always happy. So thanks for supporting Hank and Helen.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. These are the buns they use for the rojamo, which is the Chinese hamburger. So you get a big piece of dough. How much weight?
Oh yeah, 120.
120 grams. Okay. So they weigh each one. 老外喜欢吃?
Yeah.
吃年多我吃过。
啊？
在中国吃年多我吃过，回来加拿大没吃过。
我没吃过啊。点啊。我知道了。
So they grill the buns first, and then they put it in the oven to finish the cooking. Just flip them over after you grill them, and then they finish in the oven. So these are Chinese hamburgers. They're baked in the oven, and they're flattened a certain way. So they go in the oven. They slice these buns, fill it with beef or pork. So officially, unofficially, the first hamburger in the world, Chinese hamburger.
Hello.
Hello.
How many people?
Oh, almost got one. So this is the pao mo. Look at that, look at that. This is the pao mo. So this is the lamb soup with the bread. So you have the bread, which is torn to small pieces. So you have this nice rich broth with the lamb. And then you have some vermicelli noodles right there. Look at those vermicelli noodles. It's a fantastic dish. I haven't had this in about 10 years since the time I went to Xi'an in China. Look at that, look at that. So you got the chunks of bread in the soup. So it's the same bread they use to make the Chinese hamburger, the rojamo. So you gotta try that as well. So you got the big slices of lamb. It's a rich soup, lots of flavor. for checking out my video. Please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, please let me know. This is rolled jiamo. Basically, beef in a pocket. Beef in a pita pocket. So a big line up here, waiting for the bread pocket. They steam the buns first, and then they put it in the fire. So two-step for the buns. Loading more buns in there for the steamer, and then they're gonna give it a good last quick fry there. Lots of the here's my first bite. Wow, good. That's good. So it's about an inch thick of meat in there. They like to chop it up fine, so it's really very tasty. I'll be sure to have another one later. This is a fantastic treat. You should give it a try. So you are there with me eating the rujamo, beef in a pita pocket, here in the Muslim district here in Xi'an, China. Today we're doing the homemade noodles. So this is a simple homemade noodle recipe. So let's get started. So we're going to put 2 cups of all-purpose flour into a big bowl. Just like that. And then you can add a teaspoon of salt. So just add a teaspoon of salt. Then you just got to mix it up. Mix the salt and the flour. And then gradually add 1 cup of warm water. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Gradually add some more water. So it's going to look a little shaggy after you put the water in there. I just forgot to do that. But use the end of a wooden spoon. Add the final bit of water in there. So now you're just going to knead the flour for about 10 minutes. So just add a little flour to the dough if it gets too sticky. So as you knead it, add a bit of flour as you go. So after about 10 minutes, just put a cellophane over it. And cover for about 30 minutes. Just continue kneading the dough. Just like this. You're going to cut that into, say about 3 pieces here. So each piece, roll it up a little more. Take a rolling pin. Roll it out. Just add a little flour there. So just continue to roll the dough as thin as you can. Put a little flour on one side of the dough. Roll the ends towards the middle. So once that is done, cut off the rough ends from both sides. Then you cut the noodles into individual strands. So you can keep the noodles fairly thin because they will expand in the boiling water. The noodles will be sticky, so make sure you add a little extra flour to keep the noodles from sticking. Roll out the dough for the last 2 pieces in the same way. So finish cutting the individual strands for the noodles. For this recipe, you can make 1 to 1.5 plates of homemade, handmade noodles. So bring the water to a boil and then put some salt and cooking oil in. So put about a teaspoon of salt. I like to add about a tablespoon or 2 of cooking oil. Now put the noodles into the boiling water, making sure the noodles don't stick together. The noodles only need to be cooked for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Once the noodles are finished cooking, put the noodles into a strainer and run the noodles under cold water. To cook the noodles, preheat a pan or a wok at medium heat. Then add a teaspoon of chopped garlic and 1/2 teaspoon of chopped ginger. Here you can add your favorite vegetable or meat toppings. Here we're using minced pork. Now add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then add 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil. Give the ingredients a quick stir fry, and then add the noodles. Add a teaspoon of dark soy sauce. Then add a teaspoon of light soy sauce. Then add 1 teaspoon of oyster flavor sauce and any other kind of sauces that you like. Give the noodles a final stir fry. There you have it, homemade noodles stir fry. Enjoy. Now you can order the products and ingredients that I use in my cooking videos. Just click the link below in the description for the Chinese cooking accessory guide. You can order everything online, including the wok that I use and some of the equipment that I use. Thanks for checking out my video, and please give me a thumbs up and be sure to check out some of my other videos on this channel, and please subscribe. If you get a chance, check out my other channel, the award-winning Chinese cooking channel.